Good day everyone, I'm Janino Artagra from the Group 11 Reporters and ako ang pinakauna na reporter din. Ang ako mga kagrupo is sina Ice Yu, si Jelly Grace Cultura, si Nicole Nozon o si Sheila Jane Hamito. And ang among topic is Introduction to Poverty and Economic Inequality. So in this chapter, you will learn about during the poverty line, the poverty trap, the safety net, income inequality, measurement and causes, and the last is government policies to reduce income inequality. So ang akong specific na topic ani is during the poverty line. So let's start. So for context is, sa una sa US, naay group of people nga nagprotesta. Ang ilang giprotesta is ngano kunong ang top 1% sa society is naka-gain og so much wealth. Ug giunsa nila pa gain ato nga wealth. So, labor markets, wala nila gina-consider ang kaning basic nga panginahanglan sa matag families, and ang ila lang gina-care is ang kanang sweldo nga ginahatag sa imo. Then, ingon po diri is wala sila nagahuna-huna sa impact na madulot ato sa mga families, sa mga employees. So, significant income inequalities exist with the median American household income in 2014 at $57,939. So, when we say median American household income is, mao ni siya ang kaning, ang meaning ani is half of the families is naga-earn og more nga income. Then half pod ana nga families is naga-earn og less income. So according kuno sa US Census Bureau is nakatala sila og 9 million US families as below the poverty line sa katong year sa 2014, which is kaning mga pobre. Then a family of 3, such as a single mother with 2 children, may struggle to live on an annual income of $17,916, leaving only about $17 per day for food after covering other basic expenses. So, if ang imong income is nga lang siya sa $17 is medyo maglisod ka og panginabuhi sa US, which is ang ila ditong annual income is $17 sa food. So, ang $17 sa US is igor na siya pangpalit og appetizer sa mga restaurants, and dili na ka makapalit or makabayad sa imong like imong mga bills and other nimong mga expenses. Next is during the poverty line. Comparisons of high and low incomes raise two different issues. So poverty and income inequality. So poverty is measured by the number of people who fall below a certain level of income, called the poverty line. So, ang kaning poverty line is mao ni siya ang income nga kinahanglan sa family para nga maka-live siya og basic standard of living. Og ang kadtong mga family or individuals nga ma-fall below ana nga income is ginatawag og mga pobre. So, mao to ang poverty. Then, income inequality is kuan siya kaning unequal distribution of income among sa mga individuals, income og wealth among sa mga individuals or groups. So the origin of the US poverty line. So dili na nakabasahan. So ang origin jud sa kaning US poverty line is nagsugod jud siya kang Molly Orshansky. So kani si Molly Orshansky is nagatrabaho daw ni siya sa Social Security Administration. So, sa iyang previous job is, nagtatrabaho siya sa Department of Agriculture. Then, na-assign siya sa agency nga Bureau of Home Economics and Human Nutrition. So dito ang ilang trabaho is gina-calculate nila kung pila ang magasto to feed a nutritionally adequate diet sa kaning family. Ug dito iyang na-discover nga almost 1/3 sa income sa family is gina-spend nila sa pagkaon lang. So tungod ato iyang gi-propose nga ang kaning poverty line ang dapat nga sundon para nga makapalit og healthy diet or nutritionally adequate diet sa family. Ug katong family size sa katong nga family is i-multiply siya by 3. So mao to ang ilang sundon nga poverty line. So ingon diri is ang karon daw nga ang current kuno nga US poverty line is same sa kang Orshansky nga poverty line. Pero gi-adjust lang siya sa government kay tungod diba sa pagdagan sa panahon is naay inflation na mahitabo. So for example ani is kaning sa una naay poverty line na $100. So kadtong nga $100 is makapalit na ka og imong 1 week nga grocery. So diri giistoryahan diri nga ang kaning government nganong gi-adjust nila ang poverty line kay tungod gusto nila i-represent ang same buying power. So sa akong example, to represent the same buying power is kailangan to siya adjustan og $20. So mahimo nang $120. So sa kadtong nga $120 is mapalit gyapon nimo ang same quantity sa imong weekly nga grocery with that money, with that amount of money or budget. So mao to then. The US poverty line in 2015 ranged from $11,790 for a single individual to $25,240 for a household of 4 people. So diri is mao ni siya ang percentage of people below the poverty line sa US ni. Then kung ato siyang i-analyze is sa 1960 nga year is naa siya 18% nga percentage. Then pag-abot sa 2013 is ni-drop siya slightly og nag-drop siya og slightly og 14.5%. So ang gap niya between sa 1960 and 2013 is niabot og 3.5%, which is good kay murag kaning di ubos ang percentage of people nga below sa poverty line. So ang poverty line is lisod pud ni siya i-apply tungod kay kaning tungod kay lain-lain og median household income ang tungod kay naay instances nga lain-lain og median household income ang matag states sa different states sa US. So pares diri is ang New Jersey naa say $102,552. Then ang sa Mississippi is naa say $57,132. So lisod jud siya no kay medyo dako-dako og kalahian sa ilahang median household income. So ang poverty line is naga-base lang ni siya sa cash income. So wala niya appeal ang mga non-cash assistance programs like kaning Medicaid, food aid, or federal housing assistance. So how do economists measure poverty in low-income country? So to answer this question is ang World Bank is nagaset siya og duha ka poverty lines for low-income countries around the world. So, ang isa ka poverty line is nakaset siya sa $1.25 per day per person. Then, ang isa pod is nakaset sa $2 per day per person. So by comparison, ang 2015 na US poverty line, which is $20,090 is annually for a family of 3 is works out to $18.35 per person per day. So sa kani nga table is nagpakita siya sa ato of how many people sa kaning nagkalain-lain nga mga countries live on a very small amount of money. So kung atong ikuan is ang Nigeria is diri ang mas daghan og population nga pobre. Then sunod is ang Mexico. Ang Mexico is kuan ni siya kaning gamay ra nga tao ang kaning pobre, kay naraman siya 0.7% nga population nga nag income og below $1.25 per day. Then ang mga remaining countries which are Brazil, China, Egypt ug India is nalang sila sa tunga-tunga with kaning different levels of poverty. So maora to. Thank you very much for listening.
Good day everyone. Today I will discuss a very important topic under poverty and in economic inequality. The poverty trap. This presentation will help us understand why families remain poor despite working hard, and how certain government programs may unintentionally affect their choices. Second slide, learning objectives. In this lesson, we aim to achieve three things. First, explain the poverty trap, noting how government programs impact it. Identify potential issue in government program that seek to reduce poverty. And the third, learn how to interpret and calculate budget constraint lines that illustrate the poverty trap. Next is what is poverty trap? Poverty trap occurs when people receive government assistance that is structured in a way that make it difficult for them to improve their income. Even if they work harder or even more, their total income does not increase because the government reduces their benefits at the same rate. Essentially, working more doesn't make them better off. As a result, people get stuck in poverty, not because they don't want to work, but because the system makes working less beneficial. Poverty trap in action. This graph visualizes how the poverty trap works. It shows the relationship between income, labor hours, and leisure hours. Notice the different differences between income with assistant and income without assistant. The structure of the benefits strongly affect work incentives. The next is what the graph show. Here's how the graph works. First, without government assistance, income increase the more a person works. For example, point A, she works 2,000 hours and earn $16,000 in income. Second, with a guarantee income of $18,000, the government gives the person this amount even if she doesn't work at all. But for every dollar she earns, the government deduct $1 from her support. Whether she works 0 hours, 500 hours, 1,000 hours, or even 2,000 hours, her total income stay at $18,000. This illustrates the poverty trap. This is there is always no reason for her to work more additional because additional effort does not increase her income. The six slides. This table, total income. This table show the same idea using actual number. No matter how many hours, she work, from 0 to 2,000, her total income stay at the same $18,000. Only when she reach 2,500 hours that does her income increase to $20,000. This means she needs to work extremely longer hours before gaining any financial benefits. The summary of the table, 15.3. Income stay at $18 whether she works many hours or none. Only when she works more than 2,300 hours does her income finally raise. This creates a very small incentives to work, which straightens the poverty trap. This is a clear example of how government benefits can unintentionally discourage labor. It's like losing the poverty trap. Now let's explore better designed government the better designed government program. Show how changing the benefit system can reduce the poverty trap. Notice new slanted slanted line in the graph. It represents improved incentives. What the graph show. Before assistant, the original budget line is the lower slanted line. Uh, at point P, the person would naturally choose to work about 2,000 hours, earning $16,000 and enjoying 500 hours of leisure. This is what she would do without any government assistant interfering with her decision. What the graph show. In the earlier graph, the benefit cut was $1 for every one earn, which create a flat income line at $18,000. $18,000. The poverty. This year graph builds on that idea and show how adjustment to benefits reducing rate can change incentives. Now the government changes the program. Instead of reducing benefits by $1 for every $1 earned, they reduce benefits by only 50 cents per dollar. This means she keeps half of every dollar she earned. This create a new higher wage become $4 per hours. After the benefits reduction, uh, this gives her a stronger reason to work, making it easier to escape the poverty trap. Liberal literature trade-off. This table summarizes that new situation under the improved policy. As you work more hours, her total income now increase, not stay flat. For example, 500 hours of work gives her to $20,000. 1,000 hours gives $22,000, and 2,000 hours gives $26,000, and 2,500 hours gives $28,000. This clearly shows that working more now leads to higher income. Under this improved system, families can earn more as they work more. Some individuals may still choose less work for more support. Others may work the same amount but end up earning higher income. Most importantly, the poverty trap becomes weaker and work becomes more rewarding. In, in conclusion, in in conclusion, the poverty trap helps us understand how economic incentives shape people decisions. Government program, although created to help low income low income families, can sometimes unintentionally reduce motivate to work if they are poorly structured. However, with better policy design, such as more gradually people can reducing benefits more gradually people can be encouraged to work while still receiving needed support. This balance is essential for reducing long-term poverty. And that's all. Thank you very much for listening.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmate. I'm Julie Grace Coltora. My topic is the safety net. First is TAMP. TAMP is Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. Replace AFDC providing block grants to state for anti-poverty programs. It includes work requirements and a 5 years lifetime limit of benefits, which are major change from the previous system. So, ang TAMP daw is Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. Ang ngalan ani sa una is AFDC. Ang AFDC daw is Aid to Families with Department Children. Giilisan ni siya atong 1996. Ang TAMP daw is mao ni siya ang programa sa mga gobyerno sa US nga motabang sila og kwarta sa mga pamilya nga naay mga anak. Kinahanglan nga mangita kag trabaho o moapil ka og job training o 5 ra ka tuig ang maximum nga imong madawat nga tabang. Mao ni siya ang TAMP. TAMP. Second is SNAP. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Provide food assistance to low-income families. So, ang SNAP daw is isa siya ka programa gihapon sa US nga motabang sa mga pobre nga pamilya para makapalit og mga pagkaon. Ihatag nila ni nga card nga mura bitaw siya ATM nga gitawag nila og EBT. Ang EBT is Electronic Benefits Transfer. Pinaagi sa EBT card, pwede ka makapalit og mga pagkaon nga nutrients og nutritious pareha sa mga prutas, gulay, karne, bugas og etc. Dili pwede nga gamito nimo ang card para sa snack ka dili healthy like alcohol, sigarilyo ug uban pang dili allowed depende sa rules. Third is EITC, Earned Income Tax Credit. A refundable tax credit for low to moderate income working individuals and families, particularly with children. So, ang EITC daw is Earned Income Tax Credit. Kani pod is isa pod ni siya ka programa sa US nga muhatag og tax refund o kwarta balik sa mga tao nga nagtrabaho pero gagmay ra og sweldo. Labi na tong nay mga anak, basta magtrabaho ka og low income ka, pwede ka makadawat ani kada tuig. Mao ni siya ang EITC, Earned Income Tax Credit. Ikaapat is Medicare. Provides health insurance to low-income individuals and families. So, ang Medicare food is programa nga muhatag og health insurance sa pobre nga pamilya ug individuals. Mutabang sa pagbayad sa doktor, hospital, tambal ug emergency para dili ka magasto og dako. Mo ni siya ang Medicare. Thank you, Ma'am Orato.
Good day, everyone. I am going to talk about income inequality, measurement, and process.
Ang poverty level kay mag-base siya sa overall income sa isa ka country, and the government gi-measure nila ang poverty based sa percentage of the median income. For example, ang Philippines nga naay median income na 100,000 per year, and decide na kung kinsa ang naka-earn less than 60% of the median kay i-consider nila as poverty. Since na 60,000 man ang median from 60%, so anyone nga live sa Philippines na naka-earn og 60,000 or less per year is considered ni siya below poverty level. So all household in a country are ranked based sa ilang income from lowest to the highest. And the household kay gi-divide ni sila into 5, and each group is called a quintile. And each quintile represent 20% of the population. Ang quintile kay method ni siya sa economists used to look at distribution income. In this example, the highest quintile na naga-earn 43.6% of the total income, while ang lowest quintile who also have 20% households only earns 4%. Nagpakita ni siya og high income inequality. In short, ang income kay mas napabor siya in the hands of richest household, while ang poorest household kay nagka-receive lang og very small share of capital. Ang top 5% kay nag-refer niya siya sa household na pinakadako og income, representing 5% of the population. The top 5% kay ilhanan ni siya sa dili pagkapare-parehog kita. Makita nato diri kung unsa ka rich ang mga dato nga tao ug kung unsa kalayo ang ilang kwarta sa mga pobre. Causes of growing inequality, the changing composition of American households. O 1970, mga 41% ra sa mga minyo nga babae ang nagtrabaho. But on 2015, niabot na sa 56.7% ang mga minyo na babae na nagtrabaho, according sa Bureau of Labor Statistics. One of the result ani kay daghan na kayo ang mga panimalay ang duha ang nagatrabaho, which is ang bana ug asawa. And in conclusion, mas daghan na karon ang mga minyo nga babae nga nagtrabaho kaysa sa una ug daghan na pud nga mga magtiayon ang parehong nagtrabaho ug dagko og sweldo. In particular, the earnings of high-skilled labor relative to low-skilled labor have increased. Winner-take-all labor markets result from changes in technology, which have increased global demand for stars, whether the best CEO, doctor, basketball player, or actor. Sa ato pa, katong mga taong expert ug maayo kaayo sa ilang trabaho mao'y mas dako og kita karon tungod sa technology ug sa panginahanglan sa tibuok kalibutan. Ang winner take all means nga ang pinakamaayo mo'y makakuha sa kadaghanan sa kita. Economists use the demand and supply model to reason through the most likely causes of this shift. So ang mga ekonomista nagagamit sa laog model nga gitawag og demand and supply aron masabtan kung unsa ang posibleng hinungdan nganong nausab ang sitwasyon. We have here a supply and demand graph for high-skilled labor. The graph shows how the supply and demand for high-skilled labor determine the wage, price, and quantity of labor. The vertical axis nagpakita ni siya og wage, price of labor, and the horizontal axis shows quantity of high-skilled labor. In curve, as we can see in demand, the demand zero ka initial line nga nagpakita kung pila gusto nga trabahante nga high-skilled. And D1, new line nga nagpakita nga mas daghan na ang gusto nga workers. Sa S0 is initial line nga nagpakita og pila ang andam mo trabaho na high-skilled. And S1, new line, nagpakita na nga mas gamay ang naandam mo trabaho. Using equilibrium, the initial equilibrium point where D0 and S0 intersect or nagsugat. At this point, the wage W0 and the quantity of labor is Q0. Equilibrium, nagpakita ni sa where D1 and D2 intersect. At this point, the wage is W1 and the quantity of labor is Q1. Ang graph kay nagpakita og shift in both the supply and demand curves, or naay increase in demand where it shifted from D0 to D1. Nag-indicate ni siya og increase in demand for high-skilled labor. Thus, there is decrease in supply shifted left from S0 to S1. Nag-indicate ni siya og decrease of supply in high-skilled labor.
Hey ma'am, good day everyone. I am reporter of Group 11. My topic is all about government policies to reduce income equality. 7 minutes. First is ang government policies can help reduce income inequality by making sure wealth is shared for fairly and government makatabang ani through taxes, social program o rules that protect workers. Some people support government involvement kay makatabang sa pobre og maka-create og equal opportunities. Others say nga too much intervention makapaluya sa motivation to work or invest. The goal is to balance fairness and economic growth para tanan maka-benefits. So, the second, complete equality of income dili gyud expected kay lahi-lahi ang life sa tao. Some people work more hours, others mas ganahan og free time ug ang uban daghan responsibilities like supporting their family. Lahi pud ang skills o goals sa matag tawo. So natural ra nga dili pareha ang income. Ang katulo, looking at inequality in just 1 year is in just 1 year dili accurate kay ang income sa tao mag-change as they grow older. Student workers or retirees have different earnings. Income is also different from wealth. So bisan gamay income karon basin na sila savings or property maong nga 1 year data dili kay makahatog dito nga picture sa inequality. Ikaapat, income is ang kwarta nga makuha from work or business. While wealth kay tanan buta nga imong own like house, savings, or investment, mas dako kasagaran ang wealth. inequality kay will nag-grow over many years in the US. They check water levels every 3 years through surveys. Ang ikalima, even if people disagree on sa kadako, dapat ang inequality economists help the government by explaining the benefit and cost of each policy. To reduce inequality, they use 3 tools: financial support through taxes and benefit improving opportunities like education and training of taxes inherent wealth para dili ang rich lang pero maka-benefit. 6 is redistribution, means kuhaon gamay sa higher earners then hatagan og support ang low income people. This is done through welfare program og higher taxes so sa rich. Ang money gamiton para tabang sa pobre, pero sometimes this can reduce motivation ang rich basin mo work less, ang poor basin mo depend na sa support. Kapoy na ba yan? Ay ka-7, there is a debate kung pila ka income dapat i-distribute. Some people think are rich dapat higher taxes para makatabang sa inequality. Others say too much redistribution makapaminus og motivation to work og makaapekto sa economy. 8. Inequality become unfair kung gikan sa circumstances, not effort. Children born into different families, some with better school support or connections, magkalahi ilang opportunities bisan pareha pa sila og talent. Sunod is ini, the government can help give everyone a fair chance to buy improving schools, children, job training, college support, and anti-discrimination laws. Makahatag ni og equal chance sa tao no matter unsa ilang background. Captain, ang government policies can give children and adult equal chance to succeed. Example include daycare, better schools, college loans, job training, og laws against discrimination. This help people reach their goals through effort, not because sa ilang background. 12. Many people see the US as a land of opportunity, pero people still debate unsa nga policies ang pinaka-effective. Some programs kay helpful, others kay mahal. So people disagree what to use. 12. Inheritance taxes talk about fairness. Kung right ba sa rich nga ipasa ang dako nga wealth to their children, some say family right na. Others see it increases equality kay ang uban makadawat og dako nga kwarta without working. There is 30 na ni. The US state tax applies only to very large inheritance over 5.43 million noong 2015. So kasagaran nga tao dili gyud maapektuhan, only few wealthy families pay this tax. 13. Policies that reduce inequality sometimes makapalesen sa motivation. High taxes or strict welfare program can make people work less. So dapat balance ang fairness og motivation. 15. Some people think equality always slow growth, but not always true. Public education, for example, reduce inequality and helps the economy grow, meaning fairness and growth can work together. Last is ang muna siyang pinakalas. Reducing poverty makes people feel safer and more willing to support a market economy. If people feel unprotected, controls helping the poor
If people feel unprotected, they might ask for stricter controls. Helping the poor makes society more supportive sa market system.